Hey, what's up, my twins, my kittens, my slimes? You guys seem to like the yapping videos, so today I'm back with another one. Today we're going to be looking at the 10 most overused legends in Brawlhalla esports. This one is going to be partly factual, because there's no way to know every single legend's appearance in a Brawlhalla tournament match. But I have looked through a gigantic list of matches from top 32 and above, from all eras and all around the world. And these are my findings. I'm currently trying to convert all of my viewers from shorts to my long videos, so if this is something you want to see more of, please like and comment more ideas below if you'd like to support my content. Anyways, starting off with some honorable mentions, we have Petra. Admittedly, most of Petra's recent appearances come from Amit. But that doesn't mean everybody isn't pulling out a pocket Petra from time to time. Some other notable Petras that come to mind are Vem Tanquilo, Boomy, Radish, and Godly. Our second honorable mention goes to Hattori. Although she has kind of fell off the map in recent years, the first 5 years of Brawlhalla esports was dominated by Hattori in ones, and in a lot of cases, not one, but two Hattoris in twos, with there being multiple teams in the same top 8 bracket running double Hattori. She has been a nightmare since her inception with 2 reliable weapons and a nice healthy flowchart of reads to easily dispatch your opponents. Literally everyone has played Hattori at least once in top 32s, so I could have chose anybody, but some of my favorites are Ethan, Java, Fiend, and the duo of Remy and Boomy back in the early days too. Our last honorable mention is a favorite of mine, Asuri. She wasn't originally going to make it into this video, but after doing some research and scrolling through the entire catalog of Brawlhalla esports matches, Asuri pops up way too much in every era of Brawlhalla. She is the ultimate choice when it comes to Qatar mains, being historically the strongest Qatar legend throughout this game's lifespan. Some of the most notable Asuri mains are Wrenched, Noelle, and Kikse. Alright, so that's all I have for honorable mentions. We've narrowed it down to the top 10, and just creeping her way onto the list is Onyx. Onyx mainly made it on because of her 2v2's presence, since both gauntlets and cannon are extremely reliable for team combos. Both weapons are also good at being played in a 1v1 setting, as also the first ever legend to reach 3000 elo. The monumental feat accomplished by Sandstorm, of course, and has quite a few different pros that stand by this character, and even more that dabble here and there. Some of my favorite Onyxes to watch in tournament are Anime Fan, Zen, Markimu, and Bamya. Next in our number 9th spot is Zerial. Zerial is purely on this because of recency bias, as they have been pretty useless throughout their time in Brawlhalla. However, around 2 years ago, a couple of pros who you may or may not have heard of, called Markimu and Balloon Boy, picked up this character and started dominating everyone with him. Ever since then, this legend has started to creep up in new-gen team comps and has slowly started to take over everywhere, including a few die-hard Devil Jins in ones. Zerial's strongest asset is how good their signatures are for team combos, and I can't see the 2v2's comps to switch up anytime soon unless they get a nerf. I could make this list pretty long, but some Devil Jins helping to take the meta to the next level are Akno, Kaina, Balloon Boy, and Amit. The number 8th most popular legend in tournament is Kaya, a legend incredibly more effective in 2s than in 1s for sure. You'll mainly see this legend on Aurora Kaya, which is by far her most popular skin in pro play, except for a couple of loyalists who we'll get to in a minute. Kaya is known for her team combos, since her attacks help keep her enemies held in place, and has basically been a staple ever since Impala came around. Other than Impala, some of the notable Kaya players are Fakey and Future Bubble, but every support role has picked her up at some point. The 7th most popular legend is Jaeyun, who single-handedly dominated tournaments on his own for a very long time. Jaeyun was the strongest legend to ever release, and as soon as he was tournament legal, everyone jumped on the same bandwagon. He even made me quit the game with no intention of ever coming back, and other than Magyar, he's still the greatsword legend of choice till today. For Jaeyun, you have a lot of different pros who have experimented with this legend, but some of the more notable ones are Yuz, Pavelski, Skeldra, and Money Hala. Next at number 6, we have the biggest staple in 2's longevity, Brynn. Brynn has been there since the very beginning, and for the most part has been a reliable choice for the entirety of the game. We all know about how disgusting Axe is. No matter how many times it gets a nerf, someone finds a new way to abuse it. And Spear, well, Spear is very easy and reliable, so you can understand why she is so popular. Like all the legends on this list, Brynn has been used extensively, but a few to mention would be Blaze, Tiger, and Blue. At number 5, we have possibly the scariest Brawlhalla character they've ever created, Teros. Thankfully, this character finally earned himself a set of nerfs, after terrorizing this game for like 8 years straight, with even myself having a short time maining the legend once upon a time. A legend that, up until around a year ago, would consistently be 7 out of 10 ranked placement matches easy. Now, thankfully, we don't see him as often, but the few remaining character loyalists are terrifying. Some of the most devastating work on Teros comes from the likes of Kaina, Luna, Delta, and Munir, to name a few. Just outside of the podium at number 4 is Wushang. The Shang is a favorite among pros and casuals alike, with a number of iconic Wushang mains coming out of every era of Brawlhalla, and a seemingly endless amount of crossover skins. I personally have Wushang as my second highest level legend, so I completely understand where they're coming from. This legend has had his moments in both 1s and 2s, with his overuse in 2s earning him a number of nerfs, and for the first time in a while he isn't as popular at the moment. Despite all of that, he is still a solid pick and probably will be forever. Some of my favorite pros to ever push the boundaries with this legend are Phazon, Adimestic, Pavelski, and Godly. Taking our bronze medal is none other than Octavius Mordex. Literally everyone's favorite pro has played Mordex in tournament at least one time, and a lot of the most iconic moments in Brawlhalla history were only possible thanks to this legend. Mordex, having the 2 best weapons offstage, is the comeback king, and you can never rule him out. Pair that with all the flashy 0-to-deaths you can do, and you can see why all the casual players tried it out too. I'd personally never stoop that low and only use respectable legends, but if you're planning on being despicable, some notable pros to watch would be FXL, Dobreen, Sandstorm, and Rika. Next in the runner-up spot as the second most popular legend among pros is a personal nightmare, Ulgrim. Being in the trenches of the EU servers, every worthy Valhallan I've ever faced was on Ulgrim, and no matter how many times he has been nerfed into the ground, he's still showing up in every single tournament today. I might have to pick up this legend myself and see what the fuss is about because he has probably been in every top 8 since the dawn of time, and he even appears every time I close my eyes. I don't condone playing this abomination, but if you want to see some high-level Ulgrim, some notable players are Saphir, Kosalix, Isidru, and Taya. The number 1 most overplayed legend since its inception is, of course, Teska. This guy is everywhere, and although he has had a relatively short life inside Brawlhalla, he has been the undisputed 2s king for a while now, and practically every duo is a variation of Teska or the previously mentioned Zerial, or if you're really lucky, both. I have barely given Battle Boots a chance since their release, and even I have succumbed to the dark side. All of Teska's signatures are insanely overpowered, and the fact that this guy has basically remained untouched 4 years after his release should be a crime. I can't blame any pros who enjoy abusing this character though, with some of my personal favorites being Wes, S-Scrape, Munir, and of course Sandstorm. You've probably already left your comment by now, but let me just say there's a few other legends that could be considered as an honorable mention, such as Bodvar, Zul, and you could make an argument for Priya too, considering she has made her presence known just like Jaehyun did back in the day. Remember, this isn't my opinion, and speaking from experience, some of the legends you might be thinking of are probably inflated by one singular pro who consistently does well. An example of this would be Balloon Boy with Vivi. So just keep those couple of things in mind before you go off on me in the comments for forgetting your favorite legend, and if you have a website for tracking legend usage across all tournaments, I'd happily do a fully backed by statistics video in the future. But until then, or the next video, this is farewell. Thank you for watching, and if you made it this far, comment Jingle Bells to farm a free heart.